All right, welcome back to day one of the Australian Open, and we've had so much going on. It's been crazy. Quarters in a fifth set. We've got Tiafoe's about to go 2 sets of love. Alexandra Eala lost like I predicted or guessed at the start. And now we've got Sabalenka coming on against Rajaonah, who is the French wildcard. And she did have a good season last year. Hey, what's up, Greenbird? She had a good season last year. Won a title and stuff. So let's see if Sabalenka can go and get it done. And then we've got Alcaraz after this. We've got Raducanu coming up later. We've got Bublik coming on now. We've got Venus is coming up as well. There's just so much going on. And then tomorrow, we'll do it all again. What have I missed? Did anything happen in the last... So we lost Kostyuk. We lost Alexandra Eala, the two big names. Quarters was down 2 sets to love. He's into a fifth now. Norrie's winning. Yastrzemska is out as well. Echeverry won in 5. Putting Saber beat a Dajmire and then did a dance. Classic. Yeah. That's about it. Zachary hit the shot of the tournament. Nobody's going to beat that. If you saw the Zachary shot, ridiculous. Ridiculous shot. Round the net, return, swat, I don't even know how to say it. Like a forehand slice round the net, Federer-like. It was insane. She shocked herself. It was crazy. Shot of the tournament. I don't know how you're going to beat that. Alcaraz and Sinner have a... Zachary's got shot of the tournament. Round the net. It was just like a slice. It bounced it just hit, you know, the round the net shots that Federer did? And they just kind of dribble, they rolled along the ground. Once they hit the ground, it kind of rolled. Same thing. It was just so crazy. Crazy. I don't know how anyone's going to beat that shot. Shot of the tournament on day one. No chance it's going to be beaten. Unless Alcaraz or Sinner do something crazy. How on earth do Caboli and Kostyuk... Caboli lost too. Caboli was sick. Kostyuk and Alexandrova lost. I know Kostyuk just lost. Alexandrova got surprised, shocked by the quali, but yeah, it's day one and things happen. Hey, what's up, Deb? Kostyuk had an ankle injury apparently. Okay, there you go. That's a reason. Makes sense. But yeah, Sabalenka versus Rajaonah. We did watch Rajaonah last year. I think she played Chen at one point last year, so we definitely have seen her, which is why I know how to say her name. Yeah, she played Chen in Sao Paulo, and then I think she went on. That was in the final, and she won the title. Rajaonah taking out Chen in that final. Hurt her ankle at the end. Oh, okay, in the tiebreak. That's shit. Alexandrova lost to the Turkish player. Yeah, she lost to Sonmez. Very good win by the quali from... that was a close one too. That all went down to the wire as well. Yeah. Alexandrova went down. Yeah, and then tonight, we got Bublik taking on Brooksby, which kind of feels like that could be... that could be scary for Bublik. I don't think that's not straightforward. He's got to keep it together. Alcaraz should beat Walton. Yeah. Brooksby's 1-0 in the head-to-head. Okay, well there you go. That's sketchy. That's a sketchy one. He's got to keep it together. That'll be very interesting. And then, we've got Alcaraz coming up after this Sabalenka match. So, King Carlos up next. Bublik in 4, you reckon? Okay. Quarter's getting a medical timeout in the 5th. He's got a blister. Yeah. Palini was the start of the day off, just cruised. Her first game of the match was close, and then she just ran away with it. Absolutely cruised. Yeah, that was no issue. That was no issue for Sabalenka. She didn't sweat it. But yeah, I mean, it's weird because it's like there's some big names going on, but then there's a lot of like unseeded players playing each other. And then tomorrow there's a couple more big names, but I mean, it's an even spread over the first 3 days, which is exactly what they want to do. Also, apparently, I was reading that they turned people away from getting ground passes today because apparently it was too busy. So, sucks to anyone. It sucks to be anyone who wanted to go today. I think they only, from what I read, they stopped, like, people that were trying to buy tickets at the gate. They stopped from buying tickets. So you had to have tickets already, and also like the prices are like $60 for a ground pass, which is like double what it was a couple of years ago. So people are not super happy about all of that. Yeah. So that's a shame. Yeah. I'm just trying to see here what the ticket situation was. Complaints that people got confused about the qualies being opening week and not the main thing. Fans furious as Aussie Open breaks records. That's funny. Not funny there. Fans furious by long queues and ticket sales halted on day one. Lining up and then not getting a ticket, that sucks. That stinks. So the Australian Open organisers came under fire on the opening day as frustrated fans sweated in long queues to get to the gates and complained on confusion over the suspension of ticket sales. Oof. And the fact that ticket sales are $65 for a ground pass, which is that's a lot. $65. That's a lot. And that's not, you don't even get a center court ticket for that. That's not Rod Laver. Rod Laver Arena tickets probably like $200 each then. Yeah, we're gonna watch Raducanu. Nava won in 5. Yeah, he did. He got done in 5 in the tiebreak 5th. So that was fun. There's still a concert. What concert? Bublik in 4. All right. We'll find out. Bublik in 4. We're going to... Well, yeah, has Bublik started? He might start before Sabalenka. So, yeah. Vucevic is up 2 sets to love. Tiafo is up 2 sets to love. Farry is up 2 sets to 1. Quarter's up 2-1 in the final set of his match. There's no women's matches going on right now. Sabalenka's the next one up. Norrie won the first 6 love against Bonzi, and Hanfman is serving against Schweider to win the first set. So it's all going crazy. Nava making waves this year. Nava, he played, I don't know I think he played Zverev. Or he beat someone a couple of years ago, and it was a big deal, but then he doesn't have really backed it up. Or we haven't seen much of him lately. It might have been, I don't know if it was here or the US Open, but he did something. He made a name for himself, or I remember watching him for something. I can't remember what it was. He did some damage somewhere. He played Murray in... did he beat Murray in the 2022 US Open? Is that why? Did he beat Murray and that was the big one? Maybe that's what I'm remembering. No, he lost to Murray. But we watched him play Murray back in the day. Nava played Runa at Roland Garros last year. Okay. Why do people not buy tickets online before they head in? I guess people sometimes make a last-minute decision to go. And then they're like, oh, well, we'll just get tickets at the gate. Yeah, so I'm not sure. People who are... But yeah, I mean, I think the worst thing is like standing in line and then getting to the gate and they say no. That would stink. That's painful. It sucks. But also, yeah, you're right. You know, if you can buy tickets beforehand, why wouldn't you? Palini's bracket is looking better now that Alexandra Eala is out. If someone can beat Sabalenka before they meet, then she'll be even better. Yeah, I mean, I haven't even looked at the draw since this morning. So now that starting to get some results, so Palini's got to play Jovic potentially, but yeah, Kostyuk and Alexandrova out does help Palini a lot for a quarterfinal. I thought Kostyuk would beat Palini, so I'm an idiot. Yeah, Jovic is still there though, so it's not a clear road, but it looks. I mean, 2 of the seeds in their section are out, so that's super handy. On the men's side, has any of the draw opened up a little bit for anyone? No. I mean, Quarter Mute, both are injured. One of them, if Quarter wins, Quarter Mute, one of them will play Alcaraz in the 3rd round. That's great for Alcaraz because one of them is injured. So they're both hurt. So if Quarter wins today, then Alcaraz 3rd round should be nice. He might even get a walkover. Those guys might not even be able to play all the match. What else? Bublik's playing now. Oh yeah, Kabali's out. So that helps. It helps Bublik, I guess. But that's about it. Your predictions failed on day 1. What predictions? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you're talking about. Fifth set is not going to be good for his fitness, especially with the injury. What, for Quarter? Yeah. All right. But Sabalenka will be coming out of court any second. I like Sabalenka's kit or not. I don't know if I like it or not. I think it's cool. I think it's good. Mikey Zhang in Quarter 5th set. Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. Kostyuk losing to Giacomo was early or was wild. Yeah, I mean, if you were here at the start of the day, I was saying I don't know why, but I just had this feeling. I'm like, Kostyuk's not going to win. Like, Kostyuk would lose. Like, that's not a surprise. It is a surprise, but it's also like, well, yeah, she's had such a good run, and I picked her to make the quarters. So why wouldn't she lose? Of course she lost. I picked her to make the quarters. It's just how it works. Yeah, that's why you got to watch out for players that are playing really well this early, because they could peak too early. Raducanu used to always play Swiatek, but now she always gets Sabalenka. Yeah, well, it's a good experience. Hey, if she loses to them, then it's fine. Like, if she loses to them, then, it could be worse. She could be losing to other players that are not them. Bencic Medvedev could suffer the same fate. Nah, I think Bencic is sweet. Medvedev's fine. They'll be fine. Kostyuk is... I'm not surprised Kostyuk... I think Kostyuk a couple of years ago made a big final, and then she just was losing constantly after that. So she does have a little bit of a... She does have that kind of inconsistency where she'll go on a really big run, make a final, and then does suffer some losses. She was... A lot of people were picking her to do well, like me. I was picking her to do well. She rolled her ankle at the end of the match, right? Towards, in the tiebreak. So that sucks. But not, she played, the first 2 sets she was fine. So there's no, you can't be saying that she unless she rolled her ankle at the start of the match, and I didn't know. But from what I've been hearing, you guys have been saying that she rolled her ankle at the end of the match. So, yeah. She was up a break. Yeah, wasn't she up a set and a break? So, yeah. I don't know if we can give her too much. I don't think we can... we can't give her too much of a let-off because she was winning before she got injured. just before the tiebreak, she got injured. Yeah, that sucks. That sucks. That does suck. All right, here we go. Sabalenka and Rajaonah. By the way, they're opening the roof. I thought they were playing under a closed roof, but they do they close the roof, they do a song and dance, and then they open the roof. Giacomo did save match point. Oh, there you go. All right, but here we go. The French wild card versus the best player on the planet. Sabalenka's got the earrings on. She's got the long earrings. She looks... I tell you, Sabalenka doesn't look like she's going to play tennis. She looks like she's just come from a dinner and she forgot to take off her earrings. She looks way fancier than... Sabalenka looks... doesn't look like she's going to play a tennis match. She looks like she's going to go out to dinner. Maybe she is straight after this match. That's why she's wearing so much jewelry. She's got like a whole chain and everything. Holy shit. She is wearing so much. She's got renovation. Yeah, she's got reservations. Yeah, she actually is going out for dinner. At 8:30 is down the road. So she's just been she's like, hey, look, if I put on my jewelry now, then when I win this match, I can just leave and go. We can just walk down the road and get dinner in time. Yeah, she is wearing some serious jewelry. Do you think this going to be a walk in the park? I mean, look, she hasn't lost a set yet. This year, she's been pretty flawless. And she hasn't given us a reason not to think she would cruise. Gonna look silly if Sabalenka loses. That would be awkward. But I think she'll be fine. How do AO gift wild cards to a low-ranked player? Isn't it weird? So this is the wild card situation for Australia, right? So the way it works is the Australian Open, the US Open, and the French Open, aka Roland Garros, they have an agreement between the slams. Wimbledon aren't included because they just didn't come to the meeting, apparently. I don't know why they're not included, but they're not. So the way it works is there's 8 wild cards, and the US get to pick a player that they want to represent at the Australian Open and the French. The French get to do it for the US Open and the Australian Open, and then for Australia, we get a wild card for Roland Garros and the US Open to represent. So there's out of those wild cards, there's one reserved for the French, and that's why Rajaonah got that one because she had a good year. She's 20 years old. She's a young French player. That's why she got the wild card because the French gave her the wild card. They could have given it to other players, but 20-year-old, she's just outside the top 100, so it's not like she would have played qualies had she have not got the wild card. But a young French woman, she won a title last year. They obviously see promise in her, so that's why they gave her the wild card that they are allowed to give. Now Wimbledon, they're not a part of this pact, and they just pick all British players. So they'll pick like all the British players and a former champion or something like that. Like you'll see Venus at Wimbledon this year, but that'll be the only non-British player. I don't know why Wimbledon don't play well with the others, but I guess that means that half the wild cards would go to randoms and not the locals, and they want to obviously help local talent more maybe. But Rajaonah, we watched it in that win that title last year. She's a lefty, so it's not going to be easy for Sabalenka. You wouldn't think lefties are awkward. Has Sabalenka played a lefty this year though? Has she played any left-handers? She's played Buksha, Kostya, Keys, Mukova, Kostyuk, so no lefties. So this is going to be it might take Sabalenka a little bit of time to get to figure get the angles right. Last year against left-handers, she was 4-1. The only loss she had was against Vondi, but then she beat Fernandez, she beat Danilovic, she beat Teichmann, and she also beat Vondi in Cincy. 1-1 before that. Her career record against lefties is 30 wins, 15 losses. So you would think that she should be okay. that playing against a lefty is not really a problem for her. Vondrousova is the one been her biggest problem. She's lost a couple of matches to her. Her and Vondi they've played a hell of a lot. They've played a lot. But since 2020, her record against lefties has been pretty solid. Losing to Fernandez, Kvitova, and Vondi since 2020. So you would say, by the way, her and Vondi played back in like 17, 18. I mean, their rivalry goes way back. Pity she's not here, Vondi. But let's see. Good experience for a young French player who I think is making her Grand Slam debut. So this is her first Grand... I mean, unless she played the Roland Garros, maybe. Maybe? I don't know. She might have played Roland Garros, but... yeah, she played French Open last year, first round. Lost first round. But so first, her debut Australian Open. Currently at her career high ranking. She lost to the qualifier Ramiro Gormaz in Roland Garros 7-6, 6-2. So a little bit of a step up to play the best player on the planet on one of the 4 biggest stadiums we got. So yeah. Why is an RLA house full in Aryna's match? Probably because people are just running late. They haven't shown up yet. Oh, Roger and Rod! Roger and Rod! Side by side! In the stadium. Roger didn't leave. I thought he left. Then his son was like hanging around, I guess. So maybe like they're sticking around. Holy shit. Rod Laver and Roger Federer side by side to watch Sabalenka and then Alcaraz, maybe, if they stick around. All right. Roger and Rod in the house together, like literally side by side. Hell yeah. Hell yes. All right, here we go. Sabalenka to serve. Let's see what happens. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back of Rajaonah. Back in now from Sabalenka. Rajaonah into that Sabalenka forehand. Sabalenka hits it wide, love 15. They're like besties. I guess, yeah. Besties for the resties. All right. All right. Love 15. Love 15. And Sabalenka serves again. That's a fault. Second serve. Laver held the slam record for a long time. Technically Emerson held the record. Well, actually, no. It was Emerson held the record. I don't think Rod held it for that long, to be honest. I think he had 11, but Emerson had 12. Backhand goes up. And then a backhand from Sabalenka goes in, but Rajaonah's going to hit a pass. Love 30. Uh-oh. Love 30. Love and 30. By the way, I think I did, chat, when I get bored, I just write lists. And I think I did a list of Grand Slam champions over time. And I think, or maybe I only did Open Era. I swear I did Grand Slam champions over the whole time. And who had who was the number one who held the record? But obviously I can't find the piece of paper that I put it on. Where was it? I've written too many lists. Anyways, love 30. As the return goes to the back into Sabalenka. Sabalenka hits it out, love 40. What a start. All right. Love 40. Rajaonah gets a lot of gifts to start this one. Love 40. Sabalenka, good serve. Return goes in the nets. 15-40. Yeah, Rajaonah won a 250 event back in Sao Paulo at the end of last year, post-US Open. She shanks the return really high, but it's not going to make it. 30-40, good serve, Sabalenka. Yeah, she took out Chen. We actually watched that match back in whenever it was, October. All right, still break point, 30-40. First serve the fault, second serve. Michael Zhang is in great position to upset quarter. Hell. All right. Good for Alcaraz. No quarter, no Caboli. As that goes out by Rajaonah, and it's deuce. All right, deuce. Sabalenka serves again. Serves a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As double fault Sabalenka. Okay, another break point for Rajaonah. Rakotomanga Rajaonah. We're just going to stick with the last name because I already struggle enough. I don't need to make it harder for myself. It's already tough enough. We can call her TRR. No, we'll call her Rajaonah. All right, advantage Rajaonah to get the break. Serve out wide the back. Forehand of Rajaonah. Forehand from Sabalenka in the net. There's the break. What? Huh? Okay. Did Sabalenka get broken at all last week in Brisbane? Did Sabalenka? I mean, she probably did, but she wasn't. She didn't lose a set, and she wasn't losing that much. One love, Rajaonah. What a start! Shaky start from Sabalenka. Okay. By the way, Bublik and Brooksby have just started. Bublik's up 2-1. Tiafoe's up at 2-11 a break. 4-2 Zhang against quarterfinal set. So we'll keep an eye on all of that as well. All right. What a start. Rajaonah with the break. There's a bit of serve. There's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes in the forehand of Rajaonah. Backhand now from Sabalenka, but Rajaonah hit it long. And it's 11-15. Once Sabalenka wakes up, it's GG's. Yeah, we've seen that. She's probably getting used to like playing with all this jewelry on. She's probably never. I mean, it's definitely a sponsor, but she's probably not used to it. Love 15. First serve's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. Into the back end of Sabalenka. She rockets it back. Love 30. All right. Sabalenka just smokes the return. Kyrgios cooks Sabalenka's ego. Ha! Oh. God. You must be fun at parties. All right, love 30. Served on the tee is a good one. Return goes in. No, it goes out by Sabalenka, 15-30. $15.30. Will Wawrinka win a title this year? I hope so. That'd be awesome. Maybe a 250. Give him a 250. We're going to return now from Sabalenka. That's short. And the drop shot in the net by Rajaonah, not a bad idea. Just not a good execution. 15-40. 15-40. All right, Rajaonah to serve. To try and survive. As the return from Sabalenka goes in, the forehand of Rajaonah, backhand of Sabalenka. Rajaonah hits it long. There's the breakback. It's 1-1. 1-all. The David versus Goliath battle. I mean, pretty much anybody who plays Sabalenka has to do the impossible. Maybe Raducanu and Anisimova are the only two players that can that can stand like eye to eye with Sabalenka. Literally everybody else is looking up at her. Kostyuk was beaten in 3 times. Yeah, she was. It was a tough one. All right, 1-all. As Sabalenka 15-love. $15 as we serve again from Sabalenka. Into the forehand of Rajaonah. No, it's a fault. All right, second serve. Yeah, Sabalenka, I mean, look, I don't want to think Rajaonah is not going to win a game, but Sabalenka could win the next 12 games in a row. We know what Sabalenka could do. She could go on a tear. And this could have been like a first, like, one game, and then just like 6, 12 in a row. It's a really long scoreboard on the screen. It is. Rakotomanga Rajaonah is her name. From France. As with a volley from Sabalenka. Too good. 40-love. 40-love. All right, 40-love. Serve again from Sabalenka to take the lead. As Rajaonah returns, Sabalenka slice down the line is long, 40-15. So Rajaonah is coming from France. Career high ranking currently right now at 117 in the world. She won a title, a 250 event in Sao Paulo at the end of last year. She was born in Madagascar, but trains in and is obviously representing France. Idols are Rafa and Serena. So that is where that is the history up until she started playing tennis a couple of years ago, or playing professional tennis a couple of years ago for Rajaonah. So she was born in Madagascar. Played a bunch of ITF events in the start of the 2020s until last year, breaking out and winning her first ever WTA 250 event. And now she gets a wild card. Because of winning that, she gets a wild card into the Australian Open. All right. But she's down 2-1. Sabalenka serve. How do I pronounce her name? As far as I remember, it's Rajaonah. But I'm going to double check. Hang on, let me listen.
My name is
Hang on.
Tiantsoa Rakotomanga Rajaonah, but we call me Sarah. Sarah.
It's like Rajo, like say it like with a French accent, right? Roger's in the house, Rod Laver's in the house, and they're all going crazy, right? Everybody relax, right? We saw him the other day. We saw him yesterday. God, does he live there now? Fuck, Roger. What are you doing, mate? Go home. God, Roger, he's still here. Oh, Oh, Roger, what are you doing? Don't you have somewhere else to go? Oh, what are you doing? Lame. Hanging out. Oh, Roger, what are you doing, mate? It's not a hotel. 2-1. Yeah, so just say Rajaonah with a French accent and you got it right. 15 love. As Rajaonah serves again. In the back of the Sabalenka, return is good. Rajaonah with a forehand. Again to the back of the Sabalenka. Rajaonah goes with the forehand down the line. Sabalenka goes cross court. Great shot. Rajaonah gets it back. Sabalenka in control. Rajaonah with a pass. Sabalenka with a volley. Rajaonah with a backhand lob. It's going to go in. Sabalenka. She thought about the tweener. She didn't hit it. Forehand. Now Rajaonah with a drop shot in the net. Good rally. Sabalenka could have gone the tweener. She's like, I should have hit the tweener. When you're thinking like that, you're pretty confident. When you're like, I shouldn't have hit that forehand regulation. I should have hit a tweener. That's called confidence. She thought about it. Yeah, she beat Chen in the final of to win that title a couple months ago. Yeah, that's how I remember that's how I remember her name because we watched it and I had to learn for the sake of everybody's ears. All right, Rajaonah serves again into the back of the Sabalenka. Rajaonah forehand into the Sabalenka backhand, but Sabalenka sprays it wide, and it's 30-15. By the way, day 3 schedule came out. Not bad. It's not a terrible schedule. Night session is Sinner. And night session is Sinner and Osaka. During the day, it's Keys, Shelton. But then there's other matches on other courts that are more interesting personally, such as Fonseca. He's taking on Spizzeri over on court number 1,573. All right, 30-15. There's some doubles going on as well on court 7 on that day. Venus is playing doubles over on court 8 on whatever day 3. So yeah, there's plenty of stuff happening over those times. All right, 30-0. Quarter lost. Brutal. 30-0. We're going to serve again. There's a bit of fault. Second serve. Serving to the forehand. Sabalenka return. Goes long. 40-30. As with a let from Rajaonah. Yeah, quarter's out. What a day. Kaboli, quarter, Kostyuk, Alexandra. All gone. Big first day. As the return goes out by Sabalenka, 2-0. And Zverev was down a set in his match. Didn't look like he was going to lose, but yeah, he was losing as well. All right, 2-0. Rajaonah holds. Okay. By the way, Rajaonah's only got 2 people in the box. She travels light. The coach and the entourage. Two person entourage. 15 love. Sabalenka serves again. As backhand from Sabalenka off a short ball goes down the line for a winner. All right. 30 love. 30 love. Sabalenka with a serve and volley, but Rajaonah puts it away. 30-15. 30-15. Beautiful return. But yeah, serve and volley Sabalenka. I mean, Sabalenka is doing some... she's mixing it up. That's a crazy thing, chat. She's number one in the world. She's been probably the most consistent player at slams over the last 3-4 years. Yet she's still adding to her game by hitting serve and volleys. Now she volleys twice and puts it away. Great hand, Sabalenka. She was number one in doubles. We have to remember that. She's not a slouch at the net. She knows how to volley. Plus, Max Mirny, what the hell happened to her coach's face? Holy shit, that guy he's got like a huge gash on his eye. Holy shit, is he all right? What the hell happened to his face? What the hell? Like, seriously. Like, he's got like a huge gash under his eye. Held together with tape. 40-15. Serve out wide the back of the Rajaonah. Return is in. Sabalenka goes cross court. Rajaonah with a drop shot. Good mix up. Sabalenka gets it. Rajaonah gets there with a pass, but Sabalenka volleys it away. Great rally. All right, 3-2. Sabalenka having to do a little work there, but yeah. Her coach is, under his eye, he's got like this huge, maybe, you know what it might be? You know what it might be, chat? He might have got like a melanoma cut out or something. That's what it might be. Or he's just hit something, something hit him in the face, but he's just got like a gash that kind of looks like a surgical gash though. So it's probably something like that, would be my guess. If you're a tennis coach and you're out in the sun all day, I mean, maybe that's what it was. That looks so skilled. Chad, if you're watching this, just look at the coach, the bald coach, who always has the tattoo on his head in the finals. He's got a big gash on under his eye. Anyways, Mac Murney is also part of our coaching panel, and he was a great doubles player too. And she's been to the net a lot, Sabalenka, already. Confidence sky high, yeah. All right, here we go. 3-2. 20 minutes in. 3-2. All right. 3-2. By the way, chat, they just said the biggest day session ever. 70-something thousand people walked it through the doors. That hurts me. I don't know about you, chat, but that makes me feel kind of like some anxiety. I'm scared. That's a lot of people. And they broke a record. But at what cost? At what cost did they break the record? Also, how many of those 70,000 people actually watch tennis? That's what I want to know. Can we survey the 70? Did I say 17 or 70? 70. 70. There's no way it was 17. It was 70, for sure. I want to know how many of those people, do a survey. How many people are there for the tennis? I'm going to say half of them were there for the tennis. 35,000 were there for the tennis. 35,000 were there for the other stuff. All right, 15 all. Yeah, every time I hear those attendance numbers, I'm like, God, man, that would have been brutal to be there. Broke another record. Oh, man, but that would have been like a mosh pit. Like the whole day, you would have just been walking around a mosh pit. That would have been brutal. We've got to cap the numbers, I think. We've got 50,000. Get some... it's getting brutal. God, imagine like it would be like on a hot, sweaty day and you're like shoulder to shoulder. Yuck. No, thank you. But I'll pass. Somebody else can have my ticket. All right. I got a feeling that next Saturday they're not going to break in a record, because next Saturday it's going to be 41 degrees. And I don't think many people are going to want to leave their house. 15:30, chance for Sabalenka to get the break. But that goes in the net by Sabalenka on the slice, and it's 30-all. Broke a record, but then the prices went up. Many didn't go. Plus, this was many people's and had to tell them they can't go in. Oh yeah, I heard that too. I heard about the they had too many people today, so it could have been 100,000 people there, I guess. Is Wawrinka the best Swiss player on the men's side right now? Yes. Return for Sabalenka. That's a winner. 30-40. Sabalenka to get the break. Yeah, because who else is Swiss on the men's side? Reedy, Stricker. Neither of them are playing, I don't think, in the main draw. So I think Stan's the only Swiss man at the moment. I'm pretty sure. Unless I'm missing somebody. I can't think. All right. Backhand. To backhand rally. Sabalenka with a break point. There's Rajona's forehand and Sabalenka in the net with a backhand. Then we get the deuce. They might postpone the games if it's on 41. They will, yeah. So if it is 41 degrees, the outside courts won't play until, whenever, later in the day. But they'll play center court because they can shut the roof, and that helps. All right, deuce. So the second serve. Serve to the back into Sabalenka. Backhand now from Rajaonah. Sabalenka goes to forehand to Rajaonah. Sabalenka backhand on the stretch. Lob goes up and in. Rajaonah runs the baseline with a forehand, and then Sabalenka's backhand goes halfway up the net. That was awkward. Daytime AO is a great vibe. However, the weather is a concern. Yeah, I mean, like I keep saying, if you go to the tennis, you've got to be careful. Stay hydrated. I mean, that's just a good life lesson, like life advice. Stay hydrated. But, man, I mean, if you're going to the tennis anytime, if you're ever going to the Australian Open, unless it's raining, yeah, be careful. Get a Rod Laver Arena ticket in the shade if you can. Like, that's that's how you get there. Do that. Avoid the heat at all costs. 3-0. No, I don't think pickle juice will help you. All right. Here we go. 3-0. As we get a backhand now to the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand from Rajaonah on the stretch. Goes in the net. 15 love. 15 love. Love. Serve out wide. Rajaonah in the net on the return. 30 love. All right, 30 love. As a return from Rajaonah goes long. 40 love. Gauff will win the AO. Kind of love that. I mean, why not? I wouldn't be mad at that. All right, 40 love. Sabalenka with a forehand winner, and it's 4-3. 4-3, Sabalenka. Spoke too soon. Now is winter of my discontent. That's all right. You'll be fine. Just hang out here and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry. We got tennis. Tennis is back now. We can all be happy again. Everything's gonna be a-okay. That would be awesome if Coco won the AO. Oh yeah, that'd be sick. I have -9 degrees right now. Kind of sounds good though. I mean, it must be crazy watching the Australian Open, and it's like people are like red as a lobster, sweating up a storm, and you're in like -9, and you're watching people just like drenched in sweat and just absolutely wrecked, and you're like, yeah, I'm wearing 4 layers. I gotta dig my way out of the house. Like that would be. I kind of would think that I like the cold, so I'd be like, that's perfect. It's like how I feel when Wimbledon's on. I'm like, oh, it looks nice, like a nice day, and it's like raining outside here. I like it. I'm like, oh, it's freezing here, but I get to like cozy up and watch some tennis instead of sweating my ass off watching. All right, 4-3. Back and return there by Sabalenka, 15 love. Sabalenka's not super sharp right now. Definitely got some errors happening. $15 love. As the return gets forward to Rajaonah. Rajaonah in the net though, and it's 15-0. Oh, Venus is about to start. Oh yeah, Big Foe wrecked whoever he played. Yeah, Kubler. He wrecked Kubler. So Venus is coming on in her match, possibly her final match, depending. Danilovic is no joke, so that could be the final time. Bublik's up 5-3 in his match, and Farrier took out Blocked in 4. Blocked the lucky loser. Yeah, we're watching Raducanu, hopefully after Alcaraz. Sabalenka, 15:30. Hopefully after Alcaraz. 15:30. Rajaonah serves again. You surprised at any of the upsets so far? I am surprised about Kostyuk. She's probably, Kaboli, kind of. But Kostyuk, out of all the upsets, she was the most in form. 30-0. Like, she was literally playing her, like, amazing. And in my bracket, she was in the quarterfinals. So, personally, I'm upset because she lost. And I look dumb now. And, yeah, now people are going to be like, Cam, you said Kostyuk was going to make the quarterfinals. Look what your predictions are so bad. And I know, you know what? You can get stuffed. You can get stuffed. 30-40. So I'm upset. Personally, I'm upset by that upset. By the way, if you want to go check out my predictions, you can go check them out on the second channel. Yeah, she saved the Australian Open $10 million. Like, they should give her $1 million for saving them 10. Because Kostyuk losing, as Sabalenka in the net and we get the deuce, Kostyuk losing meant the Australian Open, all the brackets, just got wrecked. Like, there's no way anybody still has a full bracket after today. No shot. Kaboli, Kostyuk, and Alexandrova all losing. There's no chance anyone's got a full bracket after today, unless they just... Who picks against Kostyuk? No one's picking against her. Unless they just didn't know tennis and they just picked, like, the French players. I don't know. Like, the Australian Open $10 million bracket is already busted. There's no chance. No shot anyone's still alive. No chance. Deuce. Also quarter as well. As a return goes the backhand of Rajaonah, forehand from Sabalenka. Goes long, advantage Rajaonah to take the game to level. No chance I picked Kostyuk. Yeah. Everyone picked Kostyuk. Or Kaboli. Because Kaboli has been playing well lately, and Kostyuk has obviously been playing well. And unless you haven't been watching tennis, and you picked against them because you didn't know them, no chance. No one has there's no way. If the Australian Open are like, yeah, we've got like 3 people left, I'll be like, bullshit. No one's winning the 10 mil. No chance. Craig Tiley's he's going like this. Whew. When she lost, whew. All right, 4-0. 10 mil back in the bank. All right. Do you think Nakashima can beat Fritz? When are they playing? That won't be until like the semis. They're not even in the same draw, are they? Nakashima and Fritz are like, I don't think they're in the same area. I think it's Nakashima Djokovic, isn't it? I don't think they're in the same. Yeah, they're not even in the same half of the draw. Oh no, they are. They're in the same quarter, but they're not. Djokovic is Djokovic. There's no. He has to. Djokovic. All right, 4-0. And Rajaonah gets a little lucky. Love 15. Why is this match even close? I don't know. Sabalenka is making it interesting. Love 15. Love 15. All right, first serve's a fault, second serve. Second serve, Sabalenka. Into the back end of Rajaonah. Back end out from Sabalenka. Rajaonah forehand drop shot. Oh, what a shot! Why is it not? Oh no, it broke. That's so awkward. All right. Didn't work. It broke. All right, love 30. Sabalenka in trouble. As with a forehand from Rajaonah into the backhand of Sabalenka. Rajaonah forehand on the stretch. Sabalenka backhand again. Goes down the line too strong. Too strong, Sabalenka. 15-30. Whoops. That didn't work either. 15-30. Did you even hear me? Oh, you can hear me. One in the chat if we're still here. 15-30. All right. Sabalenka goes to the forehand of Rajaonah. She hits another drop shot. Sabalenka goes straight at her. And Rajaonah just got out the way. That could have hurt. 30-0. Sabalenka's just like, I'm going through you. It is what it is. You just got to get over it. You're playing the word number 1. We're pulling no punches. All right. All right. 30-0. As Sabalenka serves an ace. 40-30. 40-30. Does it work now? Okay. All right. First serve's a fault, second serve. (40-30). Sabalenka serves out wide. Great second serve. Rajaonah gets it back. Forehand Sabalenka cross court. Too good. Great hitting by Sabalenka. Huge second serve out wide. All right, 5-4. Sabalenka. All right. What's up? How we doing? Rajaonah is playing with her mind. I tell you, those drop shots are really working against Sabalenka. I mean, she's really mixing it up. Good for her. It's awesome. Rajaonah to lose in 2. Gerald, you just said Rajaonah to win in 3. Make up your mind. Make up your mind. You said Rajaonah in 3, Sabalenka, Cam likes Sabalenka to win, Rajaonah to lose in 2. Bro, you just got, that was in the span of 3 minutes. You got to make a decision, brother. You can't pick every result and then come back and say you're right. You got to pick one. Make a decision. Gauff to win the AO. Nice. All right, Venus is on. We'll keep an eye on her result. Sabalenka known to struggle at the net. Is she, though? All right, as the return goes the back end of Rajaonah. Sabalenka back into the forehand of Rajaonah. As Sabalenka forehand inside out goes long, and it's 15 love. 15 love. $15 love. As Rajaonah serves again. As the return goes the backhand. Sabalenka with a drop shot winner of her own. 15-0. I can do those too. 15-0. Raducanu will win the AO if she does what she does best, okay? This is very interesting. It is, isn't it? I want to know if Sabalenka's coach is okay. He looks beat up. Like, he has got where did that gash come from? That is crazy, man. He looks like he's been in a fight. I'm scared. I'm worried. 15-0. It's back in Rajaonah down the line. Great shot. Sabalenka gets it back, and then Rajaonah puts it away. Crowd appreciate it. 30-15. Bublik up a set and a break. Yes. All right, 30-15. 30-15. By the way, Chad, don't forget, we do have the Magic 8 Ball. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, because this ball is made of magic and plastic. 30-15, but magic plastic. No. 30-15. As the return goes forward to Rajaonah. Rajaonah hits it out. 30-0. 30-0. 30-0. As we just serve in the back of Sabalenka. Forehand from Rajaonah into the forehand of Sabalenka. Oh, Sabalenka just missed it wide. 40-30. Magic 8 Ball, who is winning the AO? Okay, who is winning the Australian Open? Very likely. All right. 40-30. Ask the Magic 8 Ball if Sabalenka is going to lose this match. All right. Is Sabalenka going to lose this match? You can count on it. Are you sure? Looks like yes. But like, actually, are you actually sure? Really? So it shall be. Chad, if she loses this match, you can blame the ball. All right? I'm not taking that. Deuce. Serve down to the back of the Sabalenka. Return goes in the front of Rajaonah. Sabalenka can't get it. Advantage. Advantage Rajaonah to get to 5-5. Advantage Rajaonah to get to 5-all if she loses. And as Rajaonah goes in the back of the Sabalenka, 4-0 Rajaonah, down the line, goes long, back to deuce. It's nice to see Rajaonah putting up a fight. Oh yeah, her first massive, big match of her career, on like center court against the world number one. You know, all of that stuff, and she is putting up a fight, and it's a good to see. Yeah, Kostyuk's out. She went out today. You know, very close 3-setter. As we get a return. Into the front of Rajaonah. Back in there from Sabalenka. Rajaonah with a forehand. Again to the back of Sabalenka. As Rajaonah again to the back into Sabalenka. And then Sabalenka at the net and puts away the volley. And it's advantage Sabalenka. Were you joking about Sabalenka losing? Consult me later. Okay, fine. Magic 8 Ball telling jokes. All right. Advantage Sabalenka to take the first set. As we just serve out wide as a fault. Second serve. France. She is from France. Sabalenka returns the front of Rajaonah. Sabalenka backhand again to the front of Rajaonah. Sabalenka goes down the line. Rajaonah gets it back, but it goes long. Sabalenka. 6-4 first set. But that was a workout for the world number one. 6-4 in 45 minutes. She takes the first. Who is leading between Venus and Danny? Venus, 1-0. Just started. It just started. All right, here we go. Sabalenka takes the first. 16 winners, 13 errors from Sabalenka. 7 winners, 11 errors from Rajaonah. Lot more running from Rajaonah, but that's what you'd expect against Sabalenka. Sabalenka's always going to make you run. She will make you sprint. Yeah, good effort from Rajaonah, though. I mean, I thought after that first game, it looked like Sabalenka was just going to break her serve every time, and then Sabalenka was going to get it together. But Rajaonah did well to make Sabalenka earn that set. You know? All right. Here we go. Second set. Rajaonah is from Madagascar, not France. They speak French there. Well, she was born in Madagascar, but she plays for France. Sabalenka to serve. Sabalenka to serve. Sabalenka to serve in this second set. She serves a fault, second serve. As the return goes to 4 to Sabalenka. 4 now Rajaonah goes cross court, but long, and it's 15 love. She is playing for France, not Madagascar. I didn't realize. Yeah, she's playing for France. What time is the game between Eala and Parks in the Philippines? I have no idea. It is tomorrow, but I don't know when. That guy has a really nice hat. 15 love. As that goes out in the return from Rajaonah. 30 love. Love. As we get a return in the net by Rajaonah. 40 love. 40 love. As we just serve again from Sabalenka. Into the back. Forehand of Rajaonah. Rajaonah in the net. And Sabalenka goes 1 love up in the second. By the way, chat, we're almost at, well, we've just hit 200 likes. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Melbourne is 3 hours ahead. Yeah, so it's in the afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, Melbourne time. So it's probably like lunch, maybe. Maybe it's just before lunch in the Philippines. I'm not sure. You know what you should do, though? You should put notifications on, because when we go live for that match, you will get a message not saying that we are live. So put notifications on, so then you get informed when we go live. Roger looked fabulous. So happy to see him playing with Ash. Oh, yeah, that was the best thing that the Australian Open has done in a long time. I don't know about the opening ceremony, but I love that match. That was great. And then the interviews afterwards, perfect. The opening ceremony thing, I was like, look, it's cool, I guess. But they didn't need to call it that. I mean, the Roger match was just sick. Venus has the break. Nice. Love 15. Love 15. As we return now to the front of Rajaonah. Back into Sabalenka down the line. Rajaonah with the slice. Goes in the net. Love 30. Nearly an hour played. Is Carlos on after this? Yes. Alcaraz will be playing straight after this. And the fireworks, Roger standing on the podium was nice. Yeah, they did. They definitely did that. Anyways, return goes in the front of Sabalenka. Sabalenka hits a long 15-30. 15-30. All right. 15-30. As the return goes in the backhand of forehand of Rajaonah, backing up from Sabalenka. As Rajaonah goes again to the forehand this time of Sabalenka, and Sabalenka in the net, 30-all. 30-all. I hope Roger will coach Carlos. He ain't going to do that. Anyway, Sabalenka comes to the net. Rajaonah can't get it back. I'm going to break point Sabalenka 30-40. Break point Sabalenka to start the second. Okay. Here we go. 30-40. As Rajaonah serves a fault, second serve. Danilovic just broke back. Okay. Serve to the backhand, Sabalenka. Good return. Rajaonah gets it back with a forehand. Sabalenka. Backhand again. As Rajaonah goes again, the backhand Sabalenka. Rajaonah. Down the line. Just missed it. Break. To Sabalenka. 2-love. 2-love. Two-love. This is a warm-up. Everyone here wanted to watch Carlos Ghostcraz match. Speak for yourself. I want to watch Sabalenka. I came here to watch the world number one. Both of them. Roger doesn't seem like he wants the pressure of coaching. Yeah, he won't coach. Why would he coach? That's a silly thing to do. Why would he coach? He doesn't need it. That's too much. That's stressful. Drop shot Sabalenka's too good. 15-love. Roger's just living his life. He doesn't need to do nothing. 15-love. Eala's match is sold out. They moved it to a bigger court. Wait, are they? Or are you just kidding? I don't think they sold the match out because it's on a show court. It's outside. They look, they shouldn't put it on court 6 in the first place. It should have been on center court anyway. People like Australian Open are crazy for not seeing that, but that's why I'm here to tell them. As that goes out by Sabalenka 15. We all know that Fonseca and Eala need to be on center court. If you put Fonseca and Eala on court 705, that's stupid. You got to put them on the big courts because they bring in the big name. They bring in the crowds. People watch. Got to bring them in. You got to put them on. Fonseca's playing on. He should be on Kia Arena. He shouldn't be on 1573. And Eala's on court 6, which is just diabolical. She should be at least on Kia Arena. Yeah, Kia Arena should have any player that brings a crowd should be on Kia Arena. Minimum. Because Kia Arena is I think the biggest stadium for ground passes. I think that's the biggest court. The biggest stadium that doesn't need a ticket for. You just need a ground pass. I could be wrong, but I think I'm wrong. All right, Sabalenka 30-15. Now 40-15. Yeah, so it goes. Yeah, Kia Arena is 5,000. Margaret Court 7,500. 10,000 for John Cain Arena and 14,000 for Rod Laver Arena. So, yeah, Kia Arena is the biggest show court. 1573 is 3,000, and so is ANZ Arena is 3,000. So, yeah. But they put it on court 6, which is 1,000. Maybe even less. Uh, 40-15. Sabalenka holds 3-love. 3-love. Yeah, you gotta put Fonseca and Eala have to be on Kia Arena minimum, or you put them on John Cain Arena because they could sell that shit out. They are that good. They will learn. There's no doubt that Mukova and Eala would be on center court, one of the center courts. It wouldn't be on. But if that's not on court, John Cain or even Margaret Court, then that's crazy. Fonseca versus Sinner obviously will be on center court, but yeah. All right. All right. Ash holds almost 24,000. Yeah. It's crazy. Okay. Here we go. We got Sabalenka 3-love in the second. As we just serve from Rajaonah. It's a fault. Second serve. Again, thanks for joining us, everybody. Day one of the Australian Open. It's been fun. It's been very eventful. Definitely eventful. Sabalenka and Zverev have been pushed a little bit. We've had some upsets of the lower seeds. All right, 15 love. As the forehand goes into the forehand of Sabalenka. Forehand of Rajaonah on the stretch. Sabalenka, cross-court winner. Easy power. And it's 15-all. Sabalenka quickly. We need Carlos. He'll be here, don't worry. $15-all. As Rajaonah with a drop shot, Sabalenka in the net with her slice. And it's 30-15. All right, 30-15 as Rajaonah serves the let. Any update on the Venus match? Venus, she is 3-2 up on serve. And yeah. 3-2. And Rajaonah double faults, 30-all. $30-all. Agassi was funny also. Yeah, Agassi's so good. So good. What a legend. He is so, like he's got to be the best. Is he the best ex-player with personality? Has he got the best personality from the ex-players? Like the way that he like, because he's fun and he jokes, but he also has like, he's really philosophical as well. Like I think he's just fascinating. I love listening to Agassi. He doesn't complain about the modern game and how it used to be better in his day. Like that always annoys me. And when someone's like, well, back in my day, you're like, yeah, all right, nobody cares. 30-40. Like he's just so, like he's perfect, Andre. He's great. He can crack jokes, entertain, but he also can tell a great story. I mean, he did have a mullet and wore denim shorts, so you think that the guy would be fun to hang around. All right, deuce. A bit of serving at the back of Sabalenka. Forehand from Rajaonah into the back of Sabalenka. Rajaonah on the stretch. Goes in the net. Advantage Sabalenka to take the double break in the second. All right. So Bublik's 4-2 up in the second in his match against Brooksby. As the return goes to the back of Rajaonah, Sabalenka slice in the net, and it's back to deuce. Back to deuce. All right, serve again from Rajaonah, trying to get on the board here. And she serves a fault. Second serve. Was Agassi's mullet real? It was at the start, yeah. Serve. Into the back end of Sabalenka. Great return. As Rajaonah gets it back, Sabalenka drop shot in the net. It's advantage Rajaonah. All right, advantage Rakotomanga Rajaonah to take the first game of her second set. Serving the backhand, Sabalenka. Return the forehand to Rajaonah. Forehand from Sabalenka. That's a winner. Back to deuce. Not yet. Sabalenka's not quite ready to give up the game. Bagel still on the card. Okay. Is it a fault from Rajaonah? Second serve. There's a forehand. Nope. Sabalenka hit out in the return. And it's advantage. Rakotomanga Rajaonah. Townsend, who lost properly. Yeah, she promptly. I mean, she put up a fight. For a last-minute lucky loser, she put up a good fight. But yeah, Vondi pulled out this morning, which was a shame. Advantage Rajaonah. All right, 3-1. Rajaonah on the board. All right. Oh, great. Nothing like an ad. Mid-match. If you want to buy a shirt from the AO shop, scan the QR code. No, I'm good. I'm good. Speaking of merch, we've got merch. Tennis Talk merch. If you want a Tennis Talk merch, get a merch. Link in the... somewhere. 3-1. You can buy a hat. As we had a volley from Sabalenka. 15 love. 15 love. Are we sleep deprived yet? Are there cameras in the merch? No. 15 love? Why would there be a camera in the merch? It's crazy. Forehand now down the line is a winner from Sabalenka's opponent. 15-0. You know what though? Maybe I'll go take a photo of Rod Laver Arena or the tennis, and then I'll put it on the. Then I'll put it in the background. I'll take a photo or something. I don't know. I'll go to the tennis and I'll take I'll go when it's finished. In February, I'll go to Rod Laver Arena and I'll take a photo of the arena with the camera. Okay. Maybe we'll go on a pilgrimage to the. Maybe I'll do a live stream to the. We'll take the train to the arena. And that'd be fun. Trains are fun. Public transport. Let's go. Sure, I won't get heckled with the camera. 30-15. So it goes out by Rakotomanga. All right, serve again from Sabalenka. 30-15. Serve to the forehand of Rakotomanga. Volley from Sabalenka is good. Come on. She hit a lob, but it went out. Rajaonah hit a lob, it went out. Call her TRR. It's easier. No, it's not easier. 40-15. What other games are we watching today? So we've got Alcaraz coming up after this. Carlos Alcaraz. And then Raducanu is playing today as well. So those are the matches on the card. And then tomorrow, the night session. But what are we going to watch tomorrow, Chad? I need some input. Give me some names. Who do you want to watch tomorrow? We've got Coco. We've got Swiatek at night. Djokovic at night. We've got Andreeva. Medvedev. Anisimova. Pegula. Eala Parks. That's on tomorrow. Sabalenka holds 4-1. Yeah, like, do you have any? Does anyone have any preference on what they want to watch? Mboko, Wawrinka, they're playing tomorrow. Yeah. All of the above. Well, okay. All right. So many good options. There are a lot of options. Well, we're definitely going to watch Swiatek and we're definitely going to watch Djokovic. I can tell you that. Throughout the day, I'm not sure. Maybe we watch Eala and maybe I don't know. Coco? Maybe watch Coco. Maybe we watch Gauff. And then we watch Demon or Berrettini was supposed to be tomorrow, but it's just Demon or now with McDonald. Andreeva Vekic is at night with Swiatek, so we've got to see what's up with that. Love 15. Love 15. Mirra was on fire in that final. She was. After the first couple of games, she was very much on fire. Return goes into the backhand of Rajaonah. Point out from Sabalenka. Rajaonah backhand cross court. Sabalenka gets it. Off the tape. Into the backhand of Rajaonah. Sabalenka backhand again. Rajaonah hits it in the net. Love 30. Love 30. Yeah, Mukov is playing tomorrow. Love 30. That's with a serve again. That's a fault. Second serve. Second serve. As the return goes into the backhand. Now Sabalenka. Rajaonah forehand into the backhand of Sabalenka. What a shot, Sabalenka. Rajaonah in the net. God, Sabalenka. When you think Sabalenka's in trouble, she just hits the ball even harder. On the stretch, just nailed it. Love 40. Love 40. As Sabalenka returns, Rajaonah goes down the line. Sabalenka goes cross court into the backhand of Rajaonah. As Sabalenka backhand to the forehand of Rajaonah again. The backhand of Sabalenka. Rajaonah forehand again. Sabalenka drop shot. Good change up. Rajaonah gets it with a winner. Great pickup. And she shakes the racket. That's a highlight. 15-40. Great shot from Rakotomanga Rajaonah. Great. Even Federer loved it. He loved it. He took off his glasses. What a pickup. And that's to save 1 point. 15-40. But still, what a highlight. What a shot. And Sabalenka, round of applause. I mean, she earned her respect. Okay. Still break point, though. 15-40. Serving to the back of the Sabalenka return. Is out. 30-40. 2 saved. Yeah, what a get. Still not shot of the day because that goes to Zachary. There's no way anyone's going to beat that shot. That shot was out of this world. I think it was a first serve return winner around the net. Slice forehand winner. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't even try and do that. It's been a fault second serve. Like, if you haven't seen Zachary's winner today, it was ridiculous. It was Federer-like. as we had double fault. All right, 5-1 Sabalenka. 5-1. And she is going to serve for the match. Yeah, Leva and Roger are watching. Again, what happened to Sabalenka's coach's face? Someone got him. He must be in a fight. I hope they explain in the coach's press conference after this. Saku's around the net shot was insane. Oh yeah, like not even a cliche to say it was Federer-like, because that was literally Federer-like. If you said only one other person's hit that shot, you'd say it would be Roger. Crazy shot. Maybe Rafa slice around the net. Not even though, because Rafa wouldn't have hit a slice around the net. He would have hit a forehand, the banana shot, but. Like Roger would have hit a slice forehand on the stretch return around the net. That's like he's the only person that would have been able to do that until today. Anyways, backhand goes to the forehand of Rajaonah. Sabalenka forehand goes into the backhand of Rajaonah. Now to the forehand of Sabalenka, who hits a winner. 15-love. Yep, Carlos is next. Carlos Alcaraz is next. We're gonna watch. Don't worry, we're gonna watch him. Also, Venus at 4-all against Danilovic. Winner of this, by the way, is going to take on either Pavlyuchenkova or Bay. Right now, Bay is up 4-2 against Pavlyuchenkova. So Sabalenka, 30-love with a winner. Also, Bonzi's up 2-1 against Norrie. 2-1 against Norrie. Hampman up 2-1 against Schweider. Schweider. All right, serve again. Sabalenka's a fault second serve. Second serve. Into the forehand of Rajaonah. Rajaonah hits it out. It's 40-love. Sabalenka to take the win. 40-love. And Raducanu is playing after Bublik. And we will watch Raducanu, don't worry. I've got it on my list. All right, Sabalenka to take her first round win. I'll tell you though, the second set, it doesn't really do it justice. This has actually been pretty close. Rajaonah in that first set did not go down without a fight. She made this interesting. As the return goes back into Sabalenka gets it out, 40-15. This has not been easy. At least the first set wasn't easy. (40-15). Serving the front of Rajaonah, return in the net. There it is. Sabalenka wins. 6-4, 6-1. She gets it done. In straight sets. And she's into the second round. But I'm sure we're not going to hear the last of Rakotomanga Rajaonah. I mean, she put on maybe the clay is where we're going to see her do better. Because she was playing some really good clay court shots in that match. And definitely a name that we have to figure out how to say properly. Because we're going to probably have to say it again in the future. All right, Sabalenka gets it done. GG's. All right. Business as usual. Yeah, look, I think maybe Sabalenka didn't expect it to be... I don't think Sabalenka expected it to be that tricky in the start. But she got it sorted out in the end. She played well in the first set. Oh, yeah, for sure. We might see a Venus-Coco matchup. I hope so. I really hope so. I'm planning on it if we can get it. We need that. I'm banking on that. Bublik's up 2-love. No walk in the park. No way. All right. King Carlos is coming up next. He is taking on Adam Walton. They played before. They played at Queen's Club. If you've seen the preview that I made, you'll know that. But they played at Queen's Club, and Walton, he pushed Alcaraz, but it was one of Alcaraz's first grass matches after the French. So maybe he wasn't quite up to playing on the surface. He was still getting used to it, but still. Let's see what happens. Hopefully, the Aussie can put on a bit of a show in front of the home crowd. But he's playing the king, so let's just hope for the best. Sabalenka, world number 1, 6-4, 6-1. Gets it done, straight sets, just over an hour and 20 minutes. And she's into the second round. Let's see what Carlos has to do.